In a shocking twist, reality TV fans are going crazy over a late-night incident that is quickly turning into full-blown chaos. Yes, you heard it right. Yandy Smith's husband, Mendeecees Harris, was allegedly caught on camera with Rasheeda Frost. But this was not just a simple photo together. Things are getting really heated, and rumors are spreading fast. One of the biggest rumors is that there might be an intimate video now spreading all over the internet. Sources close to the situation say that Mendeecees and Rasheeda were seen getting very close at a private event in Atlanta late at night. But that was only the start. Soon after, people on social media began talking about a compromising video, and this is not your typical fun TikTok dance. Fans are in complete shock, and the internet is full of wild rumors. Has Rasheeda finally moved on from Kirk Frost? Is Yandy being left by her husband? And most importantly, is the video real? The drama is unfolding in ways no one expected, and it all started during what seemed like just another normal night. It was just another typical Thursday night in Atlanta, with flashing lights and velvet ropes outside one of the city's most exclusive after-hours lounges. The event was VIP only, but once reality TV's most talked-about stars, Mendeecees Harris and Rasheeda Frost, walked in, the whispers began. The two arrived in separate cars, just minutes apart, which got everyone talking. Rasheeda was the first to step out, looking stunning in a sleek black satin dress, while Mendeecees followed behind, his head lowered beneath his cap. But the cameras never miss a thing. At first, fans thought it was just a coincidence that they happened to be at the same event. However, video footage told a different story. The two spent the entire night together. According to one witness, they even left through a back entrance around 2:40 a.m. The video showed them sitting close in the VIP area, whispering and laughing, just the two of them. No entourage, no security. By sunrise, a shaky 15-second video was leaked, showing Mendeecees standing behind Rasheeda at the bar, and now the rumors are spreading fast. In the video, Mendeecees' hand briefly touched Rasheeda's lower back as she whispered something in his ear. Fans quickly analyzed every frame, speculating about the connection between the two. One Twitter user wrote, "This is not any casual energy. Mendeecees has risked it all for the Frost Queen." As the rumors spread, things only got worse. An anonymous Instagram blog, known for spilling celebrity secrets, shared unverified but explosive rumors that a private, intimate video featuring Mendeecees and Rasheeda was now circulating. Fans were in shock. Yandy's supporters refused to believe the rumors, while Rasheeda's fans stayed silent. On the other hand, Kirk Frost went completely quiet. No posts, no gym selfies. He just disappeared from the public eye. Rasheeda, not saying much, posted a cryptic black screen on her Instagram story with the words, "Some things are just..." Instead of calming the situation, it only made everything worse. Fans began to wonder, was she admitting something? Or was it just a misunderstanding? Yandy, never one to stay quiet for long, responded by posting a series of family photos with the caption, "I stand tall in truth, love, and loyalty." Fans immediately started questioning Yandy's post, wondering if it was a subtle dig at Mendeecees. Was he unfaithful? The demand for answers grew louder. Just when it seemed like the situation might die down, a second, longer, and clearer video emerged. This one was even more personal. Mendeecees and Rasheeda were seen sitting alone in a private lounge area. Rasheeda took off her heels, and Mendeecees removed his jacket. Their chemistry was impossible to ignore. They shared a moment that was too intimate to be ignored. Rasheeda rested her head on Mendeecees' shoulder, and the internet went wild. Theories started to swirl. Anonymous sources claimed that Rasheeda had been confiding in Mendeecees for months, especially after Kirk's recent infidelity scandal. Meanwhile, Mendeecees felt neglected by Yandy, who had been focused on her activism and work. Fans began to draw comparisons, wondering if this was the turning point for Rasheeda. However, no one had confirmed the footage, and some believed it was all just a media stunt. But as the rumors continued to grow, it became clear that this was no ordinary scandal. This was a love triangle turned into a complicated mess. The situation took an even more unexpected turn when a voicemail leaked. In the recording, Rasheeda spoke in a soft, nearly broken voice saying, I didn't want it to happen like that. I meant no harm. I just needed comfort. This confession sent shockwaves through the internet. The video, the chemistry, and now this emotional vulnerability. This was not about lust. It was about pain and crossing a line that neither of them could undo. Hashtags like Rasheeda, Mendeecees, and comfort quickly flooded social media as fans analyzed every detail. Body language, timestamps, and timelines. Everyone became an investigator, trying to piece together the puzzle. Weeks passed, and the story only grew more complicated. Kirk Frost, who had stayed silent for so long, finally broke his silence, but not in the way anyone expected. He appeared on a now-deleted Instagram livestream, visibly intoxicated and clearly distraught, sitting in what looked like a hotel room. He addressed the camera, saying, "You do not know the full story, but it is not easy. It hurts." Behind the scenes, reports emerged that Kirk had left the family home, feeling embarrassed and humiliated. The situation quickly spiraled out of control. Rasheeda's team scrambled to manage the fallout. Her business events were canceled, and her social media went silent. Reports said she was cutting ties with everyone except for her mother and one close friend. Meanwhile, Yandy tried to keep up appearances, posting videos with her children. But insiders revealed that she was heartbroken. She had respected Rasheeda and trusted Mendeecees, but now her world was falling apart. The one strong public image of her family had been shattered. Just when things seemed like they could not get any more intense, Kirk's longtime ex, Jasmine, entered the picture. She stirred up even more drama with a bold Instagram post. She shared a selfie with the message, "Are you mad at Rasheeda for doing what Kirk has been doing for years? Give that woman some space." The internet went wild. Was Jasmine taking shots at Rasheeda? Was this some sort of revenge for the past? As emotions ran high, Yandy, Rasheeda, and Mendeecees remained under the public microscope. Everyone was questioning loyalty, motives, and what would happen next in this tangled reality TV saga. The scandal was far from over, and it seemed like the drama was just beginning. The situation just kept intensifying. Fans went wild as Kirk Frost took to social media to express his frustration with the ongoing scandal. "Guys find it amusing, seeing my wife out here acting innocent," he posted, hinting that everyone was treating her like a saint while he had been dragged through the mud for years. "I am not perfect, but I do not do this clumsy stuff on camera," he added, referencing the leaked video that had become the center of all the chaos. But what did he mean by receipts? Was he about to drop a bombshell of his own? Kirk's cryptic post had fans on edge. Was this the start of a husband and wife retaliation war? A sharp comment from Jasmine, Kirk's longtime ex, only fueled the fire. "You weren't crying when you were creeping on me, so don't cry now." Her words sent shockwaves, pulling her right back into the middle of the drama. But the burning question on everyone's mind was simple. Where is the full video? Fans were desperate for answers. Fake videos began circulating online, filled with blurry, irrelevant footage and misleading captions. Discussions on Reddit and Telegram reached an all-time high. Descriptions of the video ranged from intense to intimate, but no one had seen the entire clip until a mysterious message appeared on X, formerly Twitter. A burner account posted, "It's 3:47 minutes, a hotel room in Atlanta, one camera angle. It's real, and it's coming soon." The tweet was quickly deleted, but not before screenshots spread like wildfire. Fans realized this was no longer just celebrity gossip. This had become a serious matter involving careers, marriages, and reputations. Reports said that Mendeecees was hiding out in New York, avoiding photographers and phone calls while preparing a statement with legal advice. Insiders revealed that he did not expect things to escalate this far. He had hoped the controversy would blow over, but after the voicemail leak, everything changed. Lawyers were now involved, and cease and desist letters were reportedly sent out. Rasheeda's team was trying to trace the origin of the leak, while Mendeecees admitted to a friend, "I did not know someone was recording." Meanwhile, public opinion of Rasheeda continued to shift. Public opinion about Rasheeda began to shift. Once seen as a symbol of strength and loyalty in the face of Kirk's past mistakes, she now found herself in the hot seat. Some fans felt betrayed, while others were more sympathetic, understanding that she was human. Was she just a victim of circumstances, or was there more to this story than met the eye? Then came a shocking piece of evidence. A blurry photo, supposedly taken from hotel surveillance footage the night before the infamous video was recorded, showed Mendeecees and Rasheeda walking down a hallway hand in hand, looking cozy and unhurried. If the footage was real, this wasn't just a one-time slip-up. There was something deeper going on. Things took another turn when paparazzi photos surfaced of Yandy and Kirk together at a quiet cafe in Midtown. They sat across from each other, their faces serious, with no hand-holding or smiles. Fans couldn't help but wonder, was this a truce or a calculated move for survival? In the world of reality TV, alliances are often made in the most unexpected ways, and it seemed like both Yandy and Kirk were now part of one. As the speculation grew, everyone focused on what actually happened in the hotel room. Who leaked the video, and why? Was it all part of a larger plot, or just an emotional slip-up? The answers seemed just out of reach, until an anonymous hotel employee came forward with a bombshell revelation. The whistleblower sent a series of direct messages to a gossip blog, claiming to have seen Mendeecees and Rasheeda check into the hotel around midnight. The employee recalled that they arrived separately and noticed Mendeecees carrying Rasheeda's suitcase. The most shocking part of the story was that the employee mentioned seeing another person enter their room shortly after they checked in. Someone wearing a sweatshirt, assumed to be an assistant or stylist. The implication was clear. The video wasn't just a chance occurrence. It seemed to have been planned. The theory exploded on social media. Was the video leaked for financial gain? Was it a case of blackmail, or was it simply retaliation? Rasheeda finally broke her silence, and when she did, it was raw and emotional. Sitting in her home office, Rasheeda went live on Instagram with no makeup, no filter, just a woman speaking from the heart. "I did not want to do this on camera, but I cannot let the lies spiral out of control," she said, tears in her eyes. "I made a mistake. I did something I never thought I would do. I inflicted pain on unworthy people." She continued, explaining how, for years, she had been the one holding everything together, smiling despite the humiliation. "At some point, I lost my sense of importance. Then someone stepped up and paid attention to me. Was it wrong? Of course. But it was real." Rasheeda's honesty shocked many. She did not name names, but everyone knew who she was referring to. The internet exploded with mixed reactions. Some praised her for finally being honest, while others criticized her for breaking her vows. As for Mendeecees, he kept his response brief. Hours after Rasheeda's livestream, he posted a black and white photo of himself on a rooftop with the caption, "Sometimes good people make bad choices. I apologize." Despite the simple message, it did little to calm the storm. It spoke volumes. Mendeecees did not mention names, but his words were full of meaning. Some fans appreciated his straightforwardness, while others demanded more, especially from Yandy. Speaking of Yandy, she had remained mostly silent since the cafe meeting with Kirk. Rumors began swirling that she had left Mendeecees and taken their children to her mother's house. Sources claimed that she needed time to reflect and was not ready to face Mendeecees just yet. Then came the last shocker. Kirk posted an old photo of himself and Rasheeda from their early 20s, with the caption, "We've been through worse, but I never imagined we'd be here." Fans, who were once critical of him, now began to feel a sense of empathy. Kirk had become part of the story in a way no one saw coming. The scandal is far from over, and the public still wants answers. Who will control the narrative? Who will come out on top? Only time will tell. After years of ridicule and being seen as the villain, Kirk Frost suddenly found himself facing the backlash of betrayal, while some on the other side of the story, the internet could not help but claim it was karma catching up to Kirk. Some people stood by him, defending his actions, but another storm was brewing. According to sources close to Jasmine, she was not done yet. She had more explosive details waiting for the right moment to drop. The internet buzzed with speculation. Was her return about vengeance, or was it something more personal? Maybe she wanted to claim relevance now that the drama had reached new heights. One thing was for sure. Jasmine was not going to hold back for long. As everyone's eyes remained fixed on Kirk, Yandy, Mendeecees, and Rasheeda, another figure stepped into the spotlight like a scene stealer in this reality TV drama, none other than the Queen of Atlanta herself, Kandi Burruss. A business mogul, musician, reality star, and close friend to both Yandy and Rasheeda, Kandi made bold statements on her podcast, leaving no room for confusion. She did not name names, but made it clear what happens when you use temptation as therapy. "You'll learn a lot," she said. "About heartbreak, baby, playing in the dark and thinking you will win? Well, that is just not an option." Kandi's words hit hard, and the internet exploded. It was clear who she was talking about, and it did not take long for fans to piece it all together. But Kandi was not done. She went on, saying that Atlanta might look sleek, but someone is always watching. She reminded everyone that loyalty is reciprocal. Her remarks fueled the fire, and the drama only deepened. Yet just when everyone thought the worst was over, a shocking turn of events occurred. The entire video of Rasheeda and Mendeecees surfaced, but not on Instagram or Twitter. No, it leaked in the deep corners of the internet, in private Telegram, groups, and shady discussion boards. The video was grainy and less than 4 minutes long, but enough to leave no doubt about what was happening. Rasheeda and Mendeecees were too close, too intimate for it to be a misunderstanding. Once the video was out, everything changed. The internet went wild. Some fans were heartbroken, others furious, but the rumors had been confirmed. What was once just speculation was now undeniable. The chaos that followed the video spread like wildfire. Clips were shared, screenshots taken, and links posted on obscure forums before being quickly removed. But the damage had already been done. Apologies did not satisfy anyone. What the public demanded now was accountability. As tensions reached their peak, Yandy posted a chillingly simple message on Instagram, a dark screen with the words, "You cannot heal in a place that broke you." Then, she unfollowed Rasheeda and removed all traces of Mendeecees from her feed. Every family vacation, every anniversary post, gone. Fans were in shock, speculating that Yandy had already consulted with divorce lawyers and was planning her exit quietly. This was not the end. It seemed like the beginning of her own personal liberation. Meanwhile, Rasheeda disappeared from the public eye. She canceled her clothing line event, shut down her social media, and retreated into the silence of her home. Even her mother, who was usually her biggest defender, posted a cryptic message. "Sometimes the truth hurts, but silence heals." People you raise often disappoint you the most. Mendeecees too went silent. He vanished from social media, possibly in Miami, working behind the scenes with his PR team. The internet, however, did not forget. Old clips resurfaced, showing Rasheeda in tears over Kirk's betrayals. Fans played detective, trying to piece together the timeline, recalling how Yandy had stood by Mendeecees when he was imprisoned, supporting him despite everything he had done to her. Now it seemed the tables had turned. Then, the bombshell dropped. A leaked email between Rasheeda's manager and a reality show producer revealed an offer for a documentary series. The working title was ATL Betrayal, Love, Royalty, and Lies. The offer was real, the cash was massive, and the producers wanted an unfiltered, behind-the-scenes look at the scandal. But Rasheeda's team allegedly turned it down. According to one insider, Rasheeda was not ready. She was not interested in turning her pain into a TV spectacle. She was still processing everything, and Kirk, usually the master of turning drama into screen gold, was nowhere to be found. Time urged her to avoid the project. "Before we speak, we must heal," the insider said. But fans were not ready to move on. Petitions surfaced, demanding Mendeecees be removed from future appearances, while others targeted Rasheeda's endorsements, urging companies to sever ties with her. It was no longer just a controversy, it was a reckoning. The public demanded answers. Jasmine made her grand return, dropping receipts, screenshots of old conversations between Kirk and Rasheeda that suggested she had known about his infidelities long before the public was aware. Jasmine's post read, "She played the victim well, but we all get filthy. Some of us just know how to keep it clean in public." Fans were left reeling. Was Rasheeda really the victim, or had she been playing her own game all along? Had she been aware of Mendeecees' actions, or was this the first time she'd been caught? As the drama escalated, Kirk posted a rare update. It was an image of himself, in the studio, eyes heavy with emotion, with the caption, "Sometimes good people make bad choices. That does not make them evil, it just makes them human. I apologize." That was it. No interview, no further explanation. Fans were divided. Some appreciated the simplicity, while others demanded more details. But amidst all the chaos, one person remained eerily silent. Mona Scott, the reality TV queen. The mastermind behind Love and Hip Hop, the person who had orchestrated the rise and fall of many stars, was reportedly reorganizing the storyline. Sources claimed that production was on hold while Mona worked to bring Yandy and Rasheeda together for a historic meeting. Fans were left wondering, could this really happen? Could these two women, once so close, now stand face to face in the aftermath of this explosive betrayal? But even as the dust settled, there were still too many unanswered questions. Who leaked the video? Why now? Was it a calculated move, or a cry for help? What would happen to the relationships at the heart of this scandal? The consequences were far-reaching. Careers, marriages, and reputations had been shattered. Trust was gone, and for some, there was no coming back. As the world watched, the story was far from over. Fans were glued to their screens, waiting for the next post, the next update, the next piece of this twisted puzzle. One thing was certain, the next chapter of this drama was already in motion, and no one knew how it would end. Will Rasheeda ever return to the public eye? Will Mendeecees continue to hide in the shadows? Will Yandy finally find her peace? Or is this just the beginning of her fight for independence?